Today we will explore an interesting topic about people who like to be alone and their quiet strength. Why do some people feel more comfortable staying at home all day or just want to be alone when going out? There are people who think that everything they love is at home, while what they don't like is often in the outside world, where conversations are often just self-promotion, criticism of others, and meaningless gossip. So, why do they have to go out? They have pure hearts and live for themselves. In the eyes of others, they may seem very unapproachable, but that doesn't matter. They don't live by other people's standards. And even though they have few friends, they still feel comfortable because they don't need to maintain relationships that they don't really want. Such people often know how to please themselves, live the life they want in their own way. Here are 12 characteristics of people who like to be alone. Trait number 1. They are introverts. Many people often misunderstand introverts, thinking that they are weak or incapable of communication. However, in reality, the loneliness they experience is a great strength. Moments of solitude allow them to not only connect with themselves, but also help them recharge after social interactions that can become tiring. They know how to create space for themselves, where they can reflect, create, and regenerate. Is society misjudging introverts when brilliance and success are often attributed to outgoing people, when in fact, introverts can have equally important strengths and contributions? They may have difficulty in work environments that require constant communication or group activities, but that doesn't mean they are inferior. In fact, introverts can bring creative perspectives and ideas that outgoing people may miss. So, can we create a space that accepts and values the diversity in how people interact and express themselves? Characteristic number 2. They are independent people. Whether alone or with others, introverts tend to do things on their own and value their own experiences. They do not need validation from others to feel self-worth. They trust their own ability to make decisions and often have strong independent opinions on many issues. This helps them easily overcome difficulties in life and steadfastly pursue what they believe is right. Characteristic number 3. They do everything they like alone. The silence becomes a shield that protects them from judgment. They do not hesitate to spend time on personal hobbies, such as reading, writing, or walking in the park without worrying about the judgment of others. In fact, these activities not only brings joy, but also helps them develop themselves. Doing things they love in solitude helps them discover many aspects of themselves, creating more meaningful and enriching experiences in life. Characteristic number 4. They value time. They know that time is the most valuable asset that each person has, and they always try to use it in the smartest way. These people not only manage their own time, but also respect the time of others. They often make detailed plans for each day, arranging reasonable priorities to achieve the highest efficiency in work and life. They do not hesitate to refuse activities that do not bring value or meaning to them, which helps them avoid wasting time on trivial things. They always look for optimal ways to improve productivity and focus in every task, creating a meaningful and satisfying lifestyle. However, some people may think that focusing too much on time management can lead to a rigid and inflexible lifestyle. They may ask, do we always need to have a plan? Should we live more freely, accepting the unexpected moments that life brings? There are opinions that wasting time is sometimes the way to find joy, relaxation, and creativity. Unplanned moments can bring valuable experiences that cannot be measured by the clock. Number 5, characteristics. They are self-reliant in everything. These people do not easily ask for help or depend on others, but instead they choose to solve problems themselves. They are highly independent and always try to find their own solutions, which not only helps them develop their skills, but also increases their self-confidence. They also have the ability to control their emotions very well. When faced with difficulties, they do not let their emotions dictate their actions, but instead they often consider the problem from many different angles before making a decision. This independence makes them trustworthy and can inspire those around them. Trait number 6. They are deep thinkers. These people have the ability to observe everything around them from a distance and often take time to reflect before taking action. They do not like hasty decisions, but instead they value careful consideration. The quietness of their mind allows them to connect deeply with themselves, helping them to be more aware of themselves and the values they pursue. They often seek new knowledge and diverse perspectives to enrich their thinking. This not only helps them grow as individuals, but also makes them more insightful about life, which in turn enables them to make smarter and more informed decisions in all areas. Trait number 7. They are comfortable with close relationships. Introverts often do not have the need to expand their social relationships massively. Instead, they prioritize quality over quantity in their relationships. They only keep people who are truly important and meaningful to their lives. This helps them maintain deep connections where they can freely express themselves without worrying about being forced or changing themselves to fit in with others. They often choose friends with whom they can share deep thoughts, sincere emotions, and valuable experiences. To them, a few high-quality relationships are much more valuable than having hundreds of acquaintances. Some people may argue that focusing on a small number of relationships can lead to feelings of loneliness, especially during difficult times. They may ask, should we be more open-minded, seeking new connections and exploring relationships that can bring us joy? This view can lead to conflict between those who prefer closeness and those who seek variety in their social relationships. Additionally, maintaining a small number of deep relationships can also lead to pressure as people feel the need to meet the expectations of those people. Are introverts putting pressure on themselves by trying to maintain these relationships, or even leading to dependence on a few chosen people? Trait number 8. They love themselves. Introverts are often highly self-aware and understand their own value. Not only do they appreciate what they do, but they also know how to take care of themselves and heal themselves. They can create safe spaces for themselves where they can escape the stress and pressure of the outside world. Making peace with the past is also an important element in their journey to self-love. They understand that accepting and learning from past mistakes is necessary for growth and development. This not only helps them live more positively, but also creates healthy and lasting relationships. Trait number 9. They avoid conflict. Introverts often do not enjoy gossip and arguments, but instead feel that they are a waste of time. They tend to seek peace and harmony in relationships, so they are very picky when it comes to choosing friends. These people often do not want to get caught up in unnecessary conflicts, and often choose to stay silent or back down when faced with conflict. They value consensus and understanding in relationships, so choosing friends who share similar values and thoughts is very important. Thanks to this, they can build a network of trusted friends, where they can share their thoughts without fear of judgment or conflict. Trait number 10. People with strong and confident personalities often set clear boundaries in their relationships. They understand that protecting themselves from toxic people is not only necessary, but also essential for personal growth. These boundaries help them maintain peace and tranquility of mind, keeping them away from negative influences that can disrupt their emotional state. They know how to say no when necessary and do not hesitate to refuse requests or behaviors that may be harmful to themselves. This assertiveness not only protects them, but also shows self-respect, which many people could learn from. Trait number 11. These people have a high level of self-awareness, which allows them to understand themselves better. They often take the time to organize their thoughts and feelings, figure out what is really important to them and what can get in the way of their life. Self-awareness makes it easier for them to identify external influences and react accordingly. They not only know who they are, but also what they want, which creates clarity in their actions and decisions. Awareness also helps them build better relationships, as they can express themselves more honestly and authentically. Characteristic number 12. The ability to stay calm is one of the outstanding factors in people with strong personalities. They develop resilience from difficulties and challenges in life, and they often do not let emotions dominate their actions. When faced with pressure, they know how to manage and regulate their emotions effectively. Instead of panicking or overreacting, they often look for reasonable solutions and calmly face the situation. This ability not only helps them overcome difficulties in life, but also creates a positive image in the eyes of others, making them a source of inspiration for those around them. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Your support is a great motivation for us to continue sharing profound knowledge and philosophy. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new videos from the channel. Wishing you peace and success in life.